My name is Michele. I've had my van for almost 2 years. And I travel all over, so I don't have really any set spot that I go to. I just kind of go wherever the wind blows me. Welcome to my home. This is my kitchen. I have a pretty deep sink that I have a cutting board that we made to fit the top. It gives me extra counter space if I need it. I've had my Berkey for a long time, which I absolutely love, which is almost imperative in this lifestyle because water is really a commodity and it doesn't waste any water. It uses whatever water goes in here and it's good. And I use it because I can get water from anywhere and it's a good quality water. I have hot and cold water. My sink is pretty deep. It's fairly deep because I want to be able to wash like my Instapot. I have a big Instapot and big pans, so I can do that in here. I have a 7-gallon gray tank. And so when I need to, empty it, I can empty it because I have a check ball valve that I can empty it into something to go and get rid of the water. I have a butane single burner stove that I use. So that's why you don't see any stove here. And then these drawers are just all of my utensils. This is a plant from my mom and she gave me this. And so this is just kind of my memory of her. The other plants are here because I use them to make it feel like home. And eventually I'm going to have this with herbs in it so that I can cook with the herbs. I haven't had too much success with that because plants don't seem to grow for me. So most of the plants I have are really easy growing plants, but it does make it feel homey. Well, this is the driver's side and honestly, this is kind of like whatever. Sometimes I use it for putting extra stuff, like if I'm cooking or whatever, it's nice to have the extra counter space. But I use it for everything. I do not have a table yet. I'm planning on putting a table under here, but it is convenient that I can just turn around and work, do if I have to write anything that I can just do it right here. So, or eat or whatever. So it works out quite well. This is just storage, dishes, my coffee stuff, things like that. I have Instapot, my Ninja blender, stuff like that in here. I have some games, some cookbooks, some glasses, and then I have my toaster oven. If I have to, bake something, that's what I use as my toaster oven. So it worked out quite well. And then I have my refrigerator. It is 12 volt and it's adequate. The only thing I do miss once in a while is ice cream. So other than that, and this is all food storage because I have an Instapot and I have all cast iron. I went to cast iron because in a van, space is very necessary. And so everything has to serve like 2 purposes. The cast iron I can use cooking here and on a campfire outside. I knew that I wanted to, put the rock on the wall. I have never done that before. So again, I spent time researching how to do it. And it was pretty amazing that I actually did it and it turned out like that. And I am actually pretty happy with the way it turned out. I was really surprised. I haven't had any problems with it, cracking or anything. Well, I spent a lot of time watching people doing adventures and everything. And I thought, gee, I could do that. Why am I not? And I let people say, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I actually was believing them. And one day I thought, why am I letting everybody else tell me how I want to live my life? And I've always done better in smaller spaces. So I decided one day, I go, nope, I'm going to go buy a van. And so I had looked at different vans before, and I ultimately decided on this one, which I'm very happy I did. I guess the things that I owned were holding me back because I never realized how much they weigh you down. I thought, okay, so what do I need? I took apart in my living room and piled stuff that I needed in a group, and the rest of the stuff went by the wayside. And it was a situation where if maybe I might need that, but I'll figure it out here. And so while I was in my living room, living in my little space that I had made off, taped off, I pretty much looked around and go, I don't need all that stuff. Why am I doing that? Had a big yard sale, got rid of it. And as I was walking away, I'm going, oh no, I didn't want to get rid of that. And at the end of the day, I walked in and went, that is fantastic. I never realized. And so it was really wonderful not to have all of that responsibility, because when you think about moving, it's like, oh, I gotta pack all that up and find a place to put it all. And really, I didn't really need it. I realized that after being in here, that I was going to need a place to sit. And so this worked out real well. It gives Tiki and Bailey an opportunity to be able to get up on the bed when they want to, because they are spoiled. And it also gave me storage as well. So I have a composting toilet under here. It's big enough that I have toilet paper, my coconut core, all of that kind of stuff in there as well. Tiki's little favorite hidey spot. He loves this little spot, so he pretty much goes in there. And on this side, I have my clothes. I've just recently moved them here, so my clothes are under here and they're easy to access. And this is just basic storage. It was a step to get into my bed because, too, I'm short and it's, getting jumping in. So this is the bedroom. When I first started this, I had a queen size bed, which I found out was absolutely unnecessary, even though I have 2 dogs that sleep the long ways. So there's room for all of us on here. And it's just a mattress that I had made for this. I found out that after I did the full size bed that I still had room, and Tiki, who is not here in our video because he's a little neurotic, he would bring toys in the middle of the night and play with them and drop them down into my garage. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm climbing out, going around and getting toys. So I put in this little box back here, which I use for storage. So I have blanket in it and I have, different stuff in it. And so that worked out real well. I have a TV. On rainy days, I can sit in here and watch TV and play my video games. This is just my movies and stuff and my projector that I have. So I have that. And then, I have these for using dirty clothes or toiletries, whatever. Everybody says, oh, you don't have an air conditioner. Well, first of all, I wasn't planning on being where it's 100 degrees. But the thing is that when I am in hot space, like right now, I could turn that on, and what happens is it'll pull air in, and that one will pull it out, and it actually gets cool in here. And I used Havelock wool when I insulated this, so it's all the way around. It's floors, walls, and ceiling have Havelock wool, and it really, really makes a huge difference in the temperature inside. And because, too, I have them, so I had to think about their comfort as well. Most people say, well, what is your biggest regret? I didn't do it sooner. I have met so many awesome people. This is a fantastic community. People are very, very helpful, very friendly. like I said, I mean, everybody is just, they all come together, and like if you need something or you know, hey, I don't know how to do this, they're willing to help. I've heard stories from people here that have had problems. Oh, this broke or whatever. Oh, hold on, I think I can get you one of those. And it's just great. So, I mean, I'm happy to be part of it. I usually go by my gut feeling. I've learned to pay attention to that. I think that if I've ever not felt good where I was, I have a steering wheel and 4 wheels. I can move that quick. And if it comes to that, I just go away. I'll go find some other place. I'm not, you know, I'm not locked down there, you know. And it was funny. I was at a Love's one night and there was one other van in there. So I parked a few spaces down, and I actually was tired and I didn't want to drive. So I just stayed there that night. I woke up and there was like 14 vans in the parking lot. Everybody's standing outside with coffee and talking, oh, I'm from here, I'm from there, you know, and it was really cool. So, I mean, like I said, I met a lot of great people, but I've never really had a situation where I wasn't 100% okay. I mean, if I've ever felt that I wasn't, I don't stay. So, you know, that's the biggest thing. I wanted a home with a white picket fence. I also needed a way to keep them in because they like to get attention. So they would jump out and go get attention from everybody. So I made this door. I'll give away my little secret. It's paint sticks. I had a table on here before, and it was really small. And it would fold down, and I decided that it was great for cooking because that's what I originally put it out here for. I decided that it would be great if I could sit here with my chairs and then be able to use it as a table to put my drinks on. So I got a longer one, which I haven't installed yet, that's out of wood, that I'm going to be putting up here, and then it'll just fold down, and then I can use it for the chairs as well. This is the back of my dirty van because we're in the middle of a field. So, hi, baby. I have those up there for mosquito, but it also has a tendency to keep the flies out and sometimes them in. I set this up to where I have all of my solar is on this side, and of course my water over here. I have it where I can fill. I can also shower, and I was doing a shower curtain across here until I realized that there's quite a bit of room between here. And so I went ahead and got a shower tent. So I use that now. But I also have this to where this comes off, and I have a drawer that I pull out that has my hose. So I can quick fill, and then my electric cord, because I can also, the way my solar is set up, I can shore power as well. This is my storage. I also have a kayak in there. So this is my tools, my chair, and all that stuff goes in here. And this is the ceiling from a bus. So my van is now a bus. I'm pretty happy with the way it worked out. I can't really think of anything that I would change, because as I have been on the road and building along the way on the road, I kind of have designed it to where it works for me the way I live. And I think that's probably the most important part of a small space. It has to work for you the way you live. So at one point we had 3 adults and 5 dogs in here for a couple of days. But we did great, and it, you know, it worked out fine. So. I'm really bad at social media. I do have Instagram, which is Shell Island Adventures, and it's CHELEISLAND ADVANTURES. The one thing that I really think is that everybody should do this. They should at least get out there and experience what it's like. You don't know how much you're missing out on. It's beautiful at night to look up and actually see the constellation up there and know that there are stars up there, because in a lot of cities, you know, you go outside and you never get to see the stars. Here, you get to see the trees, you get to see the lay of the land. It's gorgeous, and you spend so much time missing out on it when you're, you know, not out to adventure, not out to do this. Not everybody can do it, but do it on the weekend. You know, take 2 days off, go. It's great.